Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. So today we are going to be learning a lesson on strength and force when throwing or tossing a ball to our partners. Okay. As with any lesson that I teach in PE, we always want to be mindful of safety first. Okay, so even though we're indoors and we're doing this lesson, there might come a time where I have you guys to turn and talk and use the baseballs to kind of pitch back and forth to each other. We just have to be safe while we're doing it, okay? Because we do not need your mom or your dad coming to us for a bill, right? And we also don't want to get anybody hurt. So yesterday when we videoed the actual activity, you guys learned about distance and space, right? Okay, so today for the lesson part of it, here's a question I have for you. Let's say you were playing a game of basketball, okay? And let's say you two are partnered with each other and you two are partnered with each other and you're standing right by each other. How much force or strength do you think it would take for you to get the ball? Is it a lot or less?
Less.
Why?
Because if you're more further apart, you're going to need more force to get together. But if you're just sitting right next to each other, you can easily just
pass the ball right to each other, right? Okay, so what we're describing, we're talking about force, okay? And that's what it takes when you are actually throwing or tossing a ball, to your partner or what have you in an activity. We're talking about what it takes to get that ball to its desired target, okay? Yesterday we did some overhand and underhand throws and tosses yesterday, and something that I noticed, and I want to know if you noticed it, but did you notice the younger two, Anakin and Atticus? Did you notice how when they were throwing the ball back and forth to each other, what happened when Atticus, right? Mm-hmm. Yes, I got it right. Mm-hmm. So when Atticus threw the ball to Anacus, right? Yeah, y'all try these names. Atticus, Anacus, Ashton, Aiden. Oh,
Atticus, Anacus.
So, what did you notice when you tried to throw the ball to your brother? Did you throw it hard enough to get it to your brother? No. Were you able to catch his balls yesterday?
Some of them.
Some of them. Why do you think you weren't able to catch them, or most of them?
Most of them he was doing less. Like yesterday, he was. Some I was missing because he was throwing too hard.
Okay.
And some I was missing because he was throwing weak.
Okay. So there was a soft toss that he was throwing. It was too soft. That's what you were saying. And then the second time, he was throwing it too hard. So therefore, you couldn't catch the ball, right?
Yeah.
So what he is describing is part of this lesson. It's strength and force. So I'm going to have you guys to test this theory of mine about the distance that it takes or how much force it takes and strength it takes to throw a ball when you are working with partners, okay? So I'm going to have you guys to stand up and we are going to use, let's see, I'm going to have Aiden and Ashton stand up for me. And we're going to go to this wall over here. And something I want you to do is you can do back to back. So one of you can be right here, the other one of you can be right here. And what I want you to do is I want you to gently push against the wall, okay? And then the second time, I want you to do it harder. So the first time, do a gentle push, okay? Second time, do it harder. Okay, did the wall move? Who moved, you or the wall? Right. So what you're doing and what you're exhibiting is force and strength. That's what it takes when you're throwing an actual ball. So the softer it is, it's really not going to go very far, right? But if you take the ball and you throw it really hard and put a lot of force and strength behind it, then it's going to shoot off kind of like if you were to put it, think about a catapult. If you put the ball inside of a little net and pull back, the further you go away from it and let it go, the further the ball is going to go. The closer you are to it, what happens to the ball? It's not going to go very far, right? So you come back, you two going to go, you're going to try, okay? So switch. Quick. There you go. Did I scare you? Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to gently push, and then you're going to do a hard push. Now, try not to break your backs, okay? Because you guys, your bones are still growing. Okay, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, soft push. Very good. Now, do a hard push. Good job. Now, what did you notice? Did the wall move?
No.
Did you move?
I was just doing that.
Yeah, but did you move away from the wall? Think about it.
Oh wait, no, I did.
Yeah, there you go. Because exactly, when you are pushing, even if it's a soft push or a hard push, you are still using force to move your body, right? That's basically what we're trying to get you to understand about distance and force and strength. It takes those muscles that you are just now developing to build those skills up for you to be able to throw the ball as long and far and hard as you possibly can. All right, back to your seats. Now, in the throwing motion, here's something that I want you to think about. I'm going to give you a scenario, and I want you guys to turn and talk to each other. So I have the olders paired up with the youngers, which is great. So please be patient with your younger partners, okay? I'm going to give you guys about 1 minute to turn and talk about this scenario. Here's a scenario that I'm going to give you. Let's say you guys all love baseball, right? Okay, in the game of baseball, you have offense and you have defense, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so let's say the younger boys are on offense, the older boys are on defense, okay? Now, the ones who are on offense are on third base, so they are the runners, and they are trying to get home. Now, the ones who are on defense have to try to throw the ball from second base to home base. I want you to turn and talk with your partners to determine how much force do you think is needed. Is it going to require a soft toss, or is it going to require a hard toss? Turn and talk, you got 1 minute, go.
So, about like really hard. Yeah, but not that hard. It's gonna take a lot of force, because if you're doing like, so this is the whole field, pretend this is the whole field, and this is second base, right, at the top, and this is third base, and this is home. If you're gonna throw across the field, you're gonna need to throw it super hard. Yeah, but not that hard, because there's like stuff around the whole field, but you're just
20 seconds remaining.
You're just throwing it, and the pitcher can just. Well, the ball just goes. And the catcher just goes right here. Out. I'm trying to get you out. Yeah.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Thank you for turning your time and attention back this way. So, what did you guys learn?
So.
What did you two talk about in your group in terms of the scenario given? What did you find out?
So we found out that it's going to take a lot of force to throw it halfway across the field to the pitcher or the ump. And Anakin was saying that it could hit the pitcher, so I'm like, the pitcher can just go like this while the ball goes above it. But it's going to take like a lot of force to throw it halfway across the field.
Okay.
Also over the pitcher.
Okay. What did you two learn in your group? I know you were doing more discussion and he was kind of listening, but it's cute that he's listening. So what did you two learn and talk about?
So we learned that second base is further than any other base to home. And so we had to throw it a lot harder than it is to just throw it soft.
So being the oldest one in the group and a little bit more experience, I like the fact that based upon the scenario that I gave you, you use the words distance, because that is something that we learned about yesterday when we threw the softballs or the baseballs, right? We started at a certain distance in front of each other, and then we spaced out, and then we moved out, and we learned that it took a whole lot more force and strength to pass the ball, right? So I'm glad that as the older one in this, you recognize that and you brought that out. So good job, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate that. So with all that being said, the main thing when you are throwing, the older you get, you'll learn more techniques that you can use in terms of throwing the ball. What you'll find out is that you need a lot of upper body strength, right? And as you develop, your muscles will get stronger, and if you are doing more physical activities, your muscles will get bigger. Like I've been working out over the summer, so I've tried to kind of build my muscle strength and stuff up. So if I were to go outside and throw the ball, it would probably go way across the field somewhere. Whereas if Annie threw the ball, or Atticus, it would probably only go a certain distance, right? That part. So with that being said, normally the way that I would end my lessons is I would give you guys an exit ticket to work on, which would be like an activity. We did the activity yesterday. So with that being said, I want to thank you for your time and attention. There may come another time where I have to call on you guys again. So thank you again. So tell everybody bye.
Bye.